The Sino-Indian War of 1962, also known as the Sino-Indian border conflict, marked a significant and tumultuous episode in the history of Asia. Fought between China and India, the conflict had deep-rooted historical, territorial, and ideological dimensions. This article explores the events leading to the Sino-Indian War, the key factors contributing to the conflict, and its lasting impact on the geopolitical landscape of the region. Historical background. 1. Border disputes. The border disputes between China and India had historical roots dating back to the British colonial period when the McMahon Line was established as the de facto border between British India and Tibet. 2. Tibetan question. The annexation of Tibet by China in 1950 further complicated the border issue. China did not recognize the McMahon Line and claimed large parts of the northeastern Indian region of Aksai Chin. 3. Escalating tensions. In the years leading up to the war, tensions increased as both nations conducted military buildups along the disputed border. Diplomatic efforts to resolve the disputes proved ineffective, leading to a gradual deterioration of relations. Factors leading to the conflict. 1. Territorial claims. The primary cause of the conflict was the competing territorial claims over Aksai Chin and the northeastern region of India. China sought to secure its control over Aksai Chin, which it had incorporated into the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. 2. Geopolitical context. The Sino-Indian War occurred during the broader context of the Cold War, with both China and India pursuing independent foreign policies. The ideological differences between India's non-alignment and China's alignment with the Soviet Union further strained relations. Key events of the Sino-Indian War. 1. Initial clashes. The war erupted in October 1962 when Chinese forces launched a series of offensives in the disputed border regions. Indian forces were ill-prepared and faced significant challenges in the harsh Himalayan terrain. 2. Chinese advances. Chinese forces made rapid advances, capturing territory in both the western sector Aksai Chin and the eastern sector Arunachal Pradesh. The conflict highlighted the logistical difficulties faced by Indian forces and the effectiveness of Chinese military strategy. 3. Ceasefire declaration. China declared a unilateral ceasefire in November 1962, surprising the international community. The Chinese government announced it had achieved its objectives and would withdraw its forces to the claimed line of actual control lack. Impact and legacy. 1. Territorial changes. The war resulted in significant territorial changes, with China retaining control over Aksai Chin and India ceding the region to its northern neighbor. The border dispute, however, remains unresolved, contributing to sporadic tensions between the two nations. 2. Geopolitical shifts. The Sino-Indian War had broader geopolitical implications, influencing the alignment of both nations during the Cold War. India's relations with the Soviet Union strengthened in the aftermath, while China's alliance with Pakistan deepened. 3. Strategic realignment. The conflict prompted India to reassess its military preparedness and foreign policy. It led to a focus on modernizing the armed forces and seeking strategic partnerships to counterbalance China's influence. Conclusion. The Sino-Indian War of 1962 left an indelible mark on the histories of both nations, shaping their geopolitical trajectories and influencing their roles in the Cold War dynamics of Asia. The unresolved border dispute continues to be a source of tension between China and India, underscoring the enduring impact of this conflict on the region's political landscape.